Hello, beautiful. Welcome to the Prosperous Womb. So in the last video, we talked about the 5 elements of your financial health in your coaching business. And that video is in the description below if you haven't watched it. Today, we're going to take those financial elements one step further and talk about cash flow, specifically the most common cash flow mistakes women coaches make that eats into their profits or prevents them from making profits, and then they have to sell low ticket items and sell more of those items to create money in their business. About 25 years ago, I found out that many service-based businesswomen were not making money or profits in their business because they were so hyper-focused on sales, on revenue, and on their income, without realizing that revenue was not money. Revenue is not money. And they would say things to me like, I made $75,000 last year, and this was in 1997. And we look at their balance sheet, their P&L statements, their cash flow statements, and realize what they made last year was $15,000 when it was all said and done. So let's look at your cash flow. Let's look at your balance sheet, your profit and loss statements, and see how much money you're actually making in your business and how much cash you have to operate your business. Cash in your business is like food. Without food, you go hungry. If you're hungry for a while, you're going to die. So without cash in the business, it can operate, but only for so long, and it's no longer a going concern, which means it cannot be here for the long term. So if you want your business to be financially healthy, there has to be cash in your business to operate that business. With that, let's dive into the first and the most notorious in the coaching industry mistake that many women coaches, women in sales, attorneys, service-based businesswomen make in their businesses. Pay attention to your business as we move through this. The first one is that we confuse cash, accounts receivable, revenue, and income. And we say, oh, I have money in my business. So I remember 24 years ago, I was doing a profit explosion workshop with a bunch of attorneys and other service-based women and women in sales. And a woman said to me, you know, I made $100,000 last year, but I don't know where it went. And I had to buy something for $35,000. I did not have the money, but I knew I had made $100,000. So we looked at her statements and realized she had made $100,000 in accounts receivables, not in cash. So while she had all these account receivables, she had no money. There was no liquidity in her business. So you have to be careful in the coaching industry when you say, I made 7 figures last month, or I made $75,000 last week. Did you really make cash in your business? Or is that an obligation, a right that you have to receive money in the future in accounts receivable? You got to be clear. You got to understand that accounts receivable is not cash. Revenue is not cash. Revenue in your business is a verb. Like I said in the last video, revenue is the act of doing the thing that creates cash, money in your business. So it's a verb. So what is the thing that creates money in your coaching business? It has nothing to do with coaching. The one activity, the only thing that creates money in your business is sales. The only time you make money is not when you coach, it's not when you train, it's not when you teach, it's when you sell your services. So high ticket sales, selling is the act that creates the money in your business. Selling is the revenue. Selling is the revenue. You can have lots of accounts receivable, lots of revenue, but no cash in your business. So to know the difference between those things, so that when it's time to use money for something in your business, you realize, okay, I have accounts receivable coming in next month, but this month I only have X amount in cash. You can prepare yourself to take really good care of your business. That's the first thing. The second one is women coaches do not get paid on time. One, they hate contracts. Oh, I'm too spiritual for a contract. It's like the prenup. Oh, but I love him, I don't want to do a prenup. Okay. So you need to have a contract in your business. You need to have a contract in your business so that you can get paid on time, so that there are consequences for your clients if they do not pay on time. You can book $100,000 of invoices, but if you don't have the money coming in, the payments, you don't have money. You have $100,000 of unpaid invoices lying on your table. So what do you do to create the money that you need today to run the business that you have today, not the business you have next month? You know, I always say you need to know how much cash is coming in, how much cash is going out, when it's coming in, when it's going out, and for what, and how it's coming in. So have a cash flow statement in your business that you look at once a week, just to make sure you know where cash is, where money is, what the accounts receivables are, what's coming in, what's going out. So here's the thing, when it comes to payments, how I support my clients, you need a legal contract. Once you have the contract and the payment terms in the contract, during your onboarding, you go over every single terms of payment with your client, that they have to initial every term and sign every term, so they know what date to pay. They know how to make the payment. They know when to make the payment and to whom to make the payment and on what platform to make the payment, so that you are clear on what date the invoices go out. And this sounds like basic stuff. Maybe your VA does this or whoever, but make sure she or he knows this too. Because this is where I look at a client during our VIP days and I say, well, where's the money? Oh, my VA is out, so we didn't send invoices out, we'll send them out next week. But this is why you don't have cash. This is why you're not making profits in your business. You don't have to go sell more. You don't have to raise your prices. Collect the invoices that you are owed, okay? And send the invoices on time. And there's always a late fee for unpaid invoices or late payments. And be very clear to let clients know how much that late fee is, what date is going to be applied, and how you apply it so you don't get sued. And they have to initial that so they don't say, oh, I didn't know when we started working together that this was the case. That's how you keep your cash flow in check. That's number two. The third thing is, women coaches are not realistic. So a client will come in and say, you know, I've been selling 10K offers, but I don't know why I'm not making profits. Really? Let's think that through real slow. So you have all these clients, you're selling 10K offers, you have a team, you have all these expenses, and you wonder why you're not profitable. You have a membership with money coming in, but it's not here yet. And you think, well, where's my cash? I want to buy this, I want to invest in this, I want to invest in a coach, I want to invest in equipment, I want to do this. Where's the money? Have a realistic profitability time frame by looking at your pricing and your packaging. When you're pricing, packaging, and positioning your offers, you need to take into account your cash flow statement, your profit statement, your expenses, your assets, liabilities, and your equity, which I talked about in the last video. It's in the description link below. You need to know that to price for profit. There's no profit when you end up charging because you don't want to leave anyone behind. Most of the profiting is lost. Most of the profitability is lost in the messaging, where you're talking to everyone because you don't want to leave anyone behind. You're not leaving anyone behind. You are working with the people that God has called you to serve. So when you create the real messaging, the full expression of God through you, and when you actually price for profit and impact, then you have a congruent profitability time frame in your business, and you have the cash that you need to invest in the business, create more of the impact that you want in your church, your synagogue, your temple, your whatever, and give to other charities and be a blessing in the world to you, your family, your community, and everyone else. And the first one is a bonus. Have cash reserves. Like whatever you do, always have cash in your business on hand for an emergency if you need something for your business or your life. Come back for more, because we're going to dive more into all of these financial health elements of your business, and we're going to show how each of these applies to making more profits while selling less in your business.